Hi, this is Kali Child. I'm talking about the different gods today and the different religions and what is truth and how we can define truth and how we can discern what is truthful in all these different religions that are there and that are even in some sense contradictory to each other and that have their own teachings, and these teachings have similarities and have parts that are very similar, in a way even equal, but then there are also parts in the religious teachings that vary quite a bit and quite a lot. So how can we discern what is truthful, what is truth? Now that there are religions like the Abrahamic religions that teach that there is only one God, there is Buddhism and Hinduism and Jainism that teach that there are many gods. There are teachings where it is said that there is a supreme, almighty, greater God of all that is perfect. You can find this in Christianity, in Judaism, in Islam. You can also find this in Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma. Now, how can we know what is true if there are gods who proclaim themselves to be the only God and the only one true God and the supreme God, and there are different gods and different names of these gods, of these deities? We have, for example, Yahweh, and we have Krishna, and we have Shiva, and we have Devi, and then there's the Buddhist teaching, and in Buddhism it is said that the Buddha is the supreme deity, the deity above all deities. And then we find that there are many gods in the Vedas, for example, and we find that there are many Buddhas and many deities in Buddhism, for example. Now, how can we know what is true of these things? Now, we have to see that in all these major religious books, there's a deity that proclaims himself or herself to be the highest deity. This is to be found in the Buddhist scriptures, where Brahma says that he is the highest. This is to be found in the Vedas, where there's Krishna or Shiva or Devi proclaiming to be the highest, or this is to be found in the Abrahamic religions, where Yahweh says to be the only one and the highest God. Now, this is something that we find in all these major religious books. I would say that what we should observe especially of these teachings is that we should live a good life, a pure life, a life full of love, compassion, righteousness, justice. This is to be found in the Buddhist scriptures, in the Vedas, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the Holy Bible, and in the Holy Quran. This is something that unites the religions to each other. Now, there are deviant teachings, there are various teachings that have their own rules, that have their own laws. But when it comes to goodness, to purity, to kindness, to love, to righteousness, this is to be found in all the religions, and this is to be observed. this is what brings the religions together. This is the common denominator. And by love, by compassion, by kindness, by righteousness, by justice, we are doing the right thing. For all of these gods, for Shiva, for Krishna, for Devi, for Buddha, for Yahweh, for Jesus, and in the Holy Spirit, although all of these are different deities. This is indisputable because by logic and by reason you cannot come to another conclusion. These deities are different deities. Whatever their claims may be in the holy books, they are different deities. And the deities who proclaim themselves to be the supreme deity, and many of these deities do this. But what is especially important is that we live a pure life of love, compassion, kindness, righteousness, honesty, truthfulness, and justice. And by this we have good merits, good works. We should have good thoughts, good speech, good actions, for us to have good karma, the results of our works, the consequences of our works. What we think, say, and do has consequences and is either rewarded by the eternal law or there is retribution by the eternal law. And this is in accordance with all the deities that are there, because they are also agents of karma. They have the karma also. They are acting as human beings are acting, or as other sentient creatures are acting in this world. So live with compassion and love. Do not eat meat. Do not harm any sentient creatures. Do not harm animals. Do not harm innocent, pure creatures. Do good always. Obtain good merits. Accumulate good karma. And this is the way to heaven, to the heavens, because there are many abodes of many gods, as we learn from the religious texts, from the holy books, from the holy scriptures. And this is really important, and there the religions can meet and they can be in harmony together despite the differences. And this is really important. This is important for the world we live in. This is important for peace to be maintained, and this is important for the well-being of all sentient creatures in the world and in this cosmos of ours that we're living in, that we're a part of. Thank you for listening. This is Kali Child. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Pure Channel. Thank you.